YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we got another video here by relentless. On my previous video we talked about Kirsche. So now we got another video here by relentless. Cowardly developer doubles down on support of cancel campaign and found out again. Okay, so now I think the developers of this game, I think they doubled down, and I think it got even worse for them. Let's check it out. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And man, this Twitter drama is just so stupid.
Hey, what's up guys, Rip here. So today I want to revisit the topic we covered in yesterday's video. If you want the full context leading up to this, you can check out that video. But to sum it up very quickly.
Yeah, same. Also check out my previous video. Yeah, it has the whole context, the whole content. Yeah, the video before this one, it's there on my YouTube channel. Links will be in the description.
Before we get into the updates, we had this VTuber named Kirsche, who's under attack due to a life ruination campaign led by a bunch of maniacs on the internet who are trying to get her sponsors pulled. They're trying to deplatform her, and they're doing this through many slanderous tweets, even articles. They're trying to paint her as a white supremacist or a Nazi, where this is just one of many articles, but this one in particular was...
Yeah, she's based. Honestly, if she was, I wasn't gonna be watching this video. She's cool. You know, she's very based, she's very self-aware, and she's not talking any bullshit like these other people which are talking bullshit.
One we talked about yesterday, where you have this very slanderous headline that, of course, is not backed up by anything. In fact, the clip...
Yeah, no. This website is just rubbish. You know, I hate the fact that people be clickbaiting. This is a clickbait. Honestly, this website is just a clickbait.
Provided that was supposed to prove this statement, prove the exact opposite. Again, you can check out yesterday's video for a more thorough breakdown of that. But all these articles and all these viral tweets attacking her and her career, they weren't effective. All they were generating was likes on Twitter. But unfortunately, this latest one seems...
You know what's crazy? Even though they tried to cancel her and all of that, it just made her more bigger. Dude, like, and because she wasn't wrong. She was completely right and based, you know?
Like it was part of the campaign that actually got something taken away from her and had to do with this game, Crime Boss, a game that Kirsche has put a lot of time and effort into promoting. You can see this is just a small sample of her streams involving this game. She has worked very hard as a partner of this company. I don't even believe she's paid to do this. She's just doing it because she enjoyed the game and she wanted to share it with more people. And now, as a result of this cancellation campaign, they have silently dropped her. And of course, a lot of people are not happy, and they've been taking a lot of heat as a result of this cowardly decision.
Insane.
You can see now, this is the update.
Wow, look at that. Since they dropped her, look at how many people left negative reviews. Oh my gosh, bro, that's insane. Like, that's how many people left so many negative reviews because of that's how much support she has. That's what I'm talking about. That's when we have a proper fan base. Look at that. That's how your fan base is supposed to react when you're getting negatively, or people are trying to write fake articles, clickbait articles about you. This is how they're supposed to react. And especially when a company that you're partnered with believes those fake articles, you're the reason why they're kind of big. You're not the reason why they made it, but you're the reason why this is getting big. But now look at how her fan base reacts. This is impressive. I'm very impressed by her fan base. This is what I'm talking about. Mostly negative. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That affects the whole game. And they should learn from that. That, yo, you never should... Don't bite the hand that feeds you. You know? Both sides.
On day 3 of this whole thing, you can see the negative reviews. I mean, it's getting pretty insane, the amount of negative attention they have gotten as a result of this. And people look at this and just simply say, you reap what you sow. And it seems like things are not slowing down even after the first 2 days completed. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people are very angry about this, and they're angry that Kirsche has been getting an insane amount of support ever since she was...
No, because she was right. You can't be angry at somebody getting an amount, like a crazy amount of support when she never did anything wrong. She never said anything wrong. She never was racist once. It was just a clickbait article and people just trying to push an agenda and a company trying to take her down, and people are mad when she never said anything bad. She never said anything wrong. She was just very, very based. She was based as F, bro. Come on. You know,
dropped by this game, and you can see people saying the worst humans in existence are defending Kirsche and sticking their fan base on a company for dropping her. It shows.
No, dude. Like, if you guys must watch the video, watch my previous video. It explains how dude, what she said in her video was like, dude, it had zero malice, zero racism. It was realistic. Come on, bro.
Shows how evil they truly are. And you can see I make a little cameo right here. Just found out today, I am one of the worst humans in existence, and I'm evil. It's pretty insane, the worldview of people like this who are so terminally online, that people like myself are held up on such a pedestal. You'll think I'm like some villain in an anime or something like that. I'm just a guy who saw some ridiculous cancellation campaign going on here, and I call.
No, the problem is everybody which sees a cancellation campaign on Twitter don't do their research. They see a cancellation campaign and they're like, okay, cool, how can I get more views? Basically, people do it for attention. They don't do zero research. They don't check any video. They just jump on it just because they want to get more views, more clicks, you know?
Called out their very pathetic response to people trying to get Kirsche to have her partnership removed, and of course that's what they did. Yesterday I found I wasn't allowed to talk about this topic because apparently if you have a successful YouTube channel,
a wife,
you're not allowed to talk about this because it's beneath you.
And literally somebody tweeted to him, because you have a wife, some kids, you're not allowed to say anything. And I'm like, dude, shut up. Like, you're talking. You know, the problem is, which I hate about Twitter, if they disagree with you, they try and control you. But if they agree with you, they won't say anything about you. It's insane.
Now I'm being called one of the worst humans in existence for talking about this. It's absolutely crazy. Now, of course, there's a lot of negative reviews, and I want to pick this one in particular because it sets up the rest of this video. This is the most helpful review in the last 30 days, obviously talking about this situation, saying, well, I like the game, it's like Payday, but I had a lot more fun with this, but I can't give a positive review. I found this game because of a streamer on Twitch and was glad she showed it off. Best I can tell, she is the only one that pushed this game, and that matters because the company dropped her over some online drama.
Rubbish.
I will not support a company that drops their biggest supporter over an out-of-context hit piece.
Again, it's out of context hit piece. I would understand if she was racist, or if she was, if the article was true on what she did, I would honestly agree. But then again, this girl didn't even say anything close to what that article said. She was never racist. She was never a bigot. She never sided with anybody. She never even sided with that woman. She was just saying that the world that we live in today, things are kind of crazy and we're tired. You know, and that's the thing where it's unfair for now the company to be just siding with the first thing that they see. They're like, okay, it's time we drop her. Like, how do you do that? That's insane.
Because it is a truly dishonorable action on the developer's part. But if they will drop the #1 advocate, then how long before they start changing the game to appease the same rage posters when they dislike content already in the game?
The rage posters that don't even play the game. These rage posters that don't even buy the game. They don't even play the game. They don't buy the game. They have zero support for the game. It's like, who are you trying to appease? You're trying to appease the people so you can have like a good image, or are you trying to appease the people that play the game? Because she played the game. She did all of that. And what happened when people didn't like them dropping her? They downvoted them. They negatively reviewed them because it's like, what the heck? Are you doing that to somebody that put you guys on when she was not even wrong? If we would understand, this would be a different conversation if she was wrong, but she wasn't wrong. So like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell are you on? What the hell are you on?
That is a very truthful statement at the end here, talking about other aspects of the game. They are trying to appease the mob, the modern audience, whatever you want to call them. These people find everything problematic, and you...
Oh, no, they find everything problematic. In anything you can... The way how I dress, the way how you talk, everything can be problematic.
Fulfilled their outrage. You responded by removing her partnership. Is that where you're going to stop? So when they start complaining about controversial aspects of your game or your team or what have you, are you also going to drop those things or change them to appease the mob? The mob, which, by the way, is largely not engaging with this game despite their promises.
Look at that. This guy was talking about base game, like was saying a positive review, but he doesn't even own the fucking game. Like, what? What is he talking about? You don't even own the game. This person that sent a negative review played 26 hours of the game. He supported it. You get me?
To do so. Here's an example we looked at yesterday. Base game devs who stand on business by dropping an openly bigoted white supremacist VTuber from his sponsorship. And then they, you know what? They don't even buy it. They don't even buy the game. They say all these nice words in these Steam threads. They think they're some warrior, some champion of social justice here.
Insane.
But they're not actually buying the game.
Insane.
This is the modern audience, and these are the people that they're appealing to. Here's another one that I found today. Instant buy. Really happy to see the devs stand against VTubers in similar brain
Did he even buy
content.
the game?
Seriously, I never understand. What's the appeal of males in their 50s role-playing as Japanese little girls? How original. Nice to see at least some devs still have common sense. Since Payday 3 is trash, I soon gonna look into this game. Seems fun. Edit. LMAO. So many angry VTuber simps giving me free Steam points. Ooh, edgy boy. He's getting his free Steam points. Well, unfortunately, it seems like this is the currency that's probably the most bountiful in this person's life, because you look down here, people said, buy it then, because this person still hasn't bought the game despite saying instant buy. And the response is, next month, I threw all of my money into Yakuza.
Exactly.
If Sega at least didn't lower the...
Exactly. You trying to virtue signal. You trying to stand, you know, like, exactly, bro. Shut up, dude. Instant buy my ass, you know?
Cost to 45% instead of the usual 75%. So here's some life advice. I think genuine life advice here.
That's all he's saying.
If you have to basically wait till your next paycheck in order to afford buying a video game, I don't think your time and your money is well spent using what little you have on a game you're buying out of spite of VTubers you don't like. That just seems foolish to me.
It's foolish.
I think your money is better spent elsewhere, but nobody's going to stop you from this vicious cycle of bad decisions that's clearly going on with this person. But anyways, other people have been saying that they're going to stream this game as well, saying, I know what I'll be streaming next week, which is unfortunate because a lot of these people are activists. They're very pro-LGBT, and you can see hook, line, and sinker. Unfortunately, this is going to backfire for them because Chuck Norris is a part of this game as Sheriff Norris, and he has a history of being very vocally anti-LGBT. If this was any other game, they would be trying to cancel it for a connection to someone like Chuck Norris. You can see this article provided by Kirsche. America just found out Chuck Norris is a homophobic Trump supporter, and they're not taking it well. In regards to this article, anyone who's surprised about Chuck Norris having these views, like, where have you been? Like, you were not paying attention whatsoever. And here's another article saying Chuck Norris endorses disgraced anti-LGBT extremist in Senate bid. Now, I'm not sharing this to go cancel Chuck Norris or anything like that.
But it's just trying to make a point that, yeah, bro, like, the game that y'all are trying to support, cough, cough, you know?
Clearly, if these people are going to protest against a game, boycott a game because it's connected to someone like Kirsche, who they believe some bigot,
racist or
wouldn't they be doing the same thing here? They're backing a game that is predicated on someone who's clearly anti-LGBT, and they are going to basically have to either be complete hypocrites and support the game, or they're going to have to back down and look very foolish. Now, of course, there's other reactions to this. This person makes a very good joke here saying, notice, due to their associations with homophobic voice actors whose views strongly conflict with my own, as well as lack of communication from the company on the issue, I have chosen to end my support with Crime Boss Game, effective immediately. Thank you for your support. Now, this is a joke that is referring to a different post made by this VTuber who made the same construct here, cutting ties with Gamer Subs, which is one of the...
Oh, that is a funny joke. Because she made the tweet first, because her association with Gamer Subs was because of Kirsche. Even though her article was bullshit, you know, she's like, okay, cool, I'm out because she said something. And I'm like, what I said in the previous video, I'm like, dude, she literally just needs to shut up, mind her own business, and make her money and move on. Like, this thing of you trying to be like a virtue signaler, You know, like, dude, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. You should never do that and hurt your own opportunities just because you feel some type of way. Come on, bro.
Brands that Kirsche works with, and that's a company that people have been hounding for weeks, if not months at this point, to drop her. They have not done so yet, and I'm glad they haven't done that, because that would be absolutely ridiculous and a very bad move for them.
Subs, yeah.
But a lot of people are attacking this post because it has 47,000 likes, a lot of attention, and people think this is an act of virtue signaling.
It is.
They won't even directly name Kirsche, even though it's extremely obvious who they're talking about, and that's their thing, right? Like, if they want to cut ties with this company, that's their decision. They can do whatever they want. But I see this as very performative, and I also think it sets up a very difficult standard for them to work with for the entirety of their career now. They basically said if someone in the company has views that strongly conflict with their own,
again, those views were rubbish. Like, it wasn't even, her views weren't even racist or any type of way. She was just being based, you know, like, come on,
unless
bro.
the company makes some sort of an explanation.
People that just read what they first see on Twitter, they don't even research. They don't even check what's happening. They just see the first thing that they see on Twitter. Now they have an opinion. And that's rubbish. I feel like that's the world of today. They see the first thing that they see on Twitter, and now all of a sudden people start having opinions and stuff.
Well, good luck with that, because now every single time you work with a company, people can say, oh, this person who also works with the company has views that conflict with your own.
Yeah.
Are you going to leave? I mean, even thinking
Every
about
single
platforms,
company.
right? Both the people involved here, this VTuber and Kirsche, are both Twitch partners. Like, are you going to abandon that platform because they platform Kirsche, who has strongly different views than you?
A lot of people.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be these people setting up these ridiculous high standards for themselves that are largely rooted in performative virtue signaling. But there was another thing going on here pointed out by Kirsche. It seems like Steam is really trying to silence any support of Kirsche in the related discussion boards. And you can see on Steam, it's a mess. If you scroll through their discussion page, it's a complete mess. Pretty much everything's just warring with one another. There's a lot of people angry at the game. There's a lot of people angry at Kirsche, and so on and so forth. But it seems that they're taking a side. Crime Boss is doubling down here. They are censoring the most popular threads that are supporting Kirsche. The most popular one was just simply her name, and it had a lot of support. They have since removed that. However, they removed that, but they're not removing negative posts about her, including this one that she's referencing, and we talked about earlier about the base game devs who stand on business by dropping an openly bigoted white supremacist VTuber. Yeah, exactly. They keep this up, but they keep down a positive thread about her, and there's many more where that came from, but also you can see this one is locked, where someone is asking, can someone quote Kirsche being a Nazi? And this person provides the supposed proof, and this is like the best they got. Where an example is Kirsche supporting Asmongold for saying that every trans kid is actually a victim of a parent with a mental illness. This is supposed to make someone a full-fledged Nazi that should be blacklisted, deplatformed, and lose all of their sponsorships and opportunities. This is all they got. This is the best they can bring to the table.
Yeah.
But while we're looking at the discussion board here, here's another example of a recent post that's still up saying, imagine how much of a vile human being you must be for the devs to not want to associate with you, knowing it would probably destroy...
No, because devs are full of shit themselves. Come on, like I'm not even gonna talk about devs, gaming devs. I don't know what happened to this whole gamer culture. I remember game devs in the past were very creepy. You know what happened with Bungie, them touching people, them farting in people's face, them being creeps, to now them being 360 woke activists. Like, what the hell happened? What happened, bro? Like, gamers used to be the nerds turned into creeps, the creeps turned into woke activists. Like, what's gonna happen next, bro? Like,
they're
honestly,
already small and niche community.
Bro,
think about
weird.
that. They would rather have their game be a complete failure than be anywhere related with you. LOL. I truly feel sorry for you. And to those anti-woke losers, the game was already dead before your precious weirdo advertised it. From 100 people to 400 people back to 100 people, log off. So this person's basically saying, you guys are a bunch of losers because this game always was bad and had no success. I don't really know if that's the
like, what's this argument? Yo, can I just quickly check this game on Steam Dubs? Like, what the hell are we talking about? Steam DB. Like, what are we talking about now at this point? So I think we're gonna search Crime Boss Rack City. How many people are playing it right now? Charts. 406 people are playing it. Yeah, this game is not even dead. It is dead. Twitch has 1 viewer right now. Holy shit. All-time peak was 7,000 players. That's not bad. It's more than Concord. I guess this is a lot more than Concord, bro. So yeah, it actually beat Concord. So I mean, that's a plus.
You want to go, but clearly Kirsche had a big impact on this game. It's undeniable. So many people have come forward and said, I only discovered this game because of her, and this person is fuming and saying, I stand by these devs who are literally blowing up their own game just to stand against her.
Stupid.
These people act like these developers are some heroic set of people.
They're not.
No, they're the
full
exact
of shit.
opposite.
Yeah,
They're
they're
cowards.
full of shit.
They gave in to the mob. They listened to a bunch of freaks
being
from Twitter.
full of shit.
I haven't even gotten into some of the related parties trying the hardest to cancel Kirsche, whether it's the articles or the tweets. These people are some of the weirdest, most obsessed, unhealthy people you will ever encounter. Like literally Arkham Asylum type behavior. Yeah. Like they need to be evaluated at this point. They're so off their rocker. They're so obsessed with Kirsche of all people in the world, and they just won't let this go no matter what. And these developers gave in to these people who have no interest in their game, by the way. That's why they're cowardly. They gave in to a bunch of screechers from Twitter and places like Vice and Sportskeeda. These people do not deserve any respect or your time of day. But unfortunately for these developers, they did just that. They empowered them. They said, we're listening. Now, of course, this has backfired for Crime Boss. They've lost a ton of support. They probably just nuked their own game. And Kirsche's getting a ton
they nuked their game
support from her fans, probably to a level she hasn't seen in her career, which is already a very successful one. But that's going to do for this video, a little update on the situation from yesterday.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, don't ever betray the people that stand by you and that put you on. Otherwise, those people that put you on can easily put you off. Kirsche was honestly the biggest platform. She was the marketing director of this company, literally. How do you destroy your own marketing, the person that put you on to everybody, and now you pretend as if she didn't do anything for you guys? But yeah, they reap what they sow and they get what they deserve. Yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.